English!
Don't worry. Even if you don't know English, you can learn from English Talk Together channel.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Emma, and I am so happy you're spending a few minutes with us today to work on your English.
And I'm Jack. Welcome, welcome. We're going to keep things really relaxed today. No heavy textbooks, no scary grammar exams, just a good conversation about how to actually talk like a native speaker.
Exactly. We want this to be the best part of your day. So before we dive in, how are you doing, Jack? How's the week treating you?
Oh, busy as always. I feel like I've been doing a lot of speaking lately, meetings, phone calls, the usual stuff. But I'm happy to be here now, just to talk with you and our viewers.
See what you did there? You used speaking for meetings and talk for us. You're already giving away the lesson.
I couldn't help it. It's funny how those words just come out differently depending on the vibe, right?
It really is. And that's exactly what we're tackling today. We're looking at 3 words that basically mean the same thing in a dictionary, but feel totally different in real life. Speak, talk, and say.
I remember when I was first learning a second language, these 3 were a nightmare. I'd be in the middle of a sentence and my brain would just freeze. Wait, do I say to him? Do I speak with him? It's frustrating.
It really is. You end up overthinking it, and then the conversation just stops. But today, we're going to fix that. We're going to give you the feeling of these words so you don't have to think. You just know.
That sounds perfect. And hey, if you find this helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It helps Emma and me keep making these videos for you.
Definitely. Okay, Jack, let's get into it. Let's start with the big picture. If you had to describe the vibe of these 3 words in one sentence, how would you do it?
Let's see. I'd say speak is formal, talk is friendly, and say is all about the message.
That is a perfect summary. Let's break that down for everyone. Imagine a ladder. At the top of the ladder, we have speak. It's professional, it's serious, it's like wearing a suit and tie.
Okay, so speak is the suit and tie. I like that. So when I'm at work or talking to my boss, I'm probably going to lean towards speak.
Usually, yes, especially if it's a one-way thing. If you're giving a presentation, you are speaking to the crowd.
Right, right. Now, what about the middle of the ladder?
That's talk. Talk is the blue jeans and t-shirt of English. It's comfortable. It's what you do with your best friend over a cup of coffee. It's a two-way street.
I love that, a two-way street. So if we're chatting back and forth, we're talking. It feels much more equal, right?
Exactly. And then at the bottom of the ladder, not because it's less important, but because it's the foundation, is say. Say doesn't care about the suit or the jeans. It only cares about the words themselves.
Oh, so it's like a quote. Like, what were the specific words that came out of that person's mouth?
Bingo. If you want to report a message, you use say.
That makes so much sense when you put it that way. Suit, jeans, and the message itself.
Exactly. Now let's really zoom in on speak, because even though it's formal, we use it in some very specific ways every single day.
Yeah, like the most obvious one, languages.
Yes, we always use speak for languages. I speak English. She speaks Japanese. You wouldn't really say I talk English, would you?
It sounds a bit off. Like people would understand you, but they'd know English isn't your first language right away.
Right. Speak is about the ability to use the language. It's a big, impressive thing, so we use the big formal word.
What about the telephone? I always hear people say, "May I speak to?"
That's another great example. When you call an office, you want to sound polite and professional. May I speak to Mr. Johnson? Sounds way better than can I talk to Mr. Johnson?
It's like you're showing respect to the person on the other end.
Exactly. It sets a serious tone. Now, Jack, have you ever been to a wedding where someone stands up to give a toast?
Oh, all the time. Usually it's the best man or the father of the bride.
Right. In that moment, do we say he is talking or speaking?
Well, everyone is quiet and he's the only one with the microphone, so I guess he is speaking?
You got it. He is the speaker. It's a performance or a formal act.
Okay, so languages, polite phone calls, and one-way speeches. That's the speak zone.
You're a pro already. You're a pro already. See, it's not about memorizing 100 rules. It's about visualizing the scene. If there's a microphone or a desk between people, speak is usually your winner.
That's a great mental image, the microphone word. Okay, so if speak is the formal microphone, let's move down to the coffee shop. Let's talk about talk.
I see what you did there again. Let's talk about talk. It just sounds right, doesn't it? You wouldn't say, let's speak about talk. That sounds like a university lecture.
Exactly. Talk just feels warmer, like we're sitting on a couch.
That's because talk focuses on the relationship and the interaction. When you talk, you expect the other person to say something back. It's a circle.
I like that. A circle. So if I'm catching up with a friend I haven't seen in a year, we aren't speaking, we're talking.
Right. You might say, we talked for hours. It implies you were both sharing, laughing, and listening. It's a shared experience.
Now, I've noticed something, Emma. We use talk a lot with small words like to or with. Is there a rule there?
Great catch, Jack. Yes, talk almost always needs a partner. You talk to someone or you talk with someone.
Is there a difference between to and with? I always get confused.
Honestly, in daily conversation, they're almost the same. I'm talking to Jack or I'm talking with Jack. Everyone will understand you perfectly. With can feel a tiny bit more like a balanced conversation, while to can feel like one person is leading, but don't stress over it.
Thank goodness. One less thing to worry about. So talk is for friends, family, and casual chats. What about work? Can I ever talk at work?
Oh, definitely. If you're at the water cooler or grabbing lunch with a colleague, you're talking about the weekend.
Okay. So it's about the vibe of the moment, not just the building you're in.
Exactly. Even in a meeting, if the boss says, okay, let's talk about the new project, she's inviting everyone to share ideas. She wants a conversation, not just a speech.
That makes so much sense. Talk is the invitation to join in.
Perfect. Now let's look at a very common phrase, small talk. Jack, do you like small talk?
Sometimes, talking about the weather or the traffic, it's that light stuff we do before the real conversation starts.
Exactly. We call it small talk because it's not heavy, it's not serious, and it's definitely not formal. You're just talking to be friendly.
So we've got the formal speak and the friendly talk. That leaves the sneaky one.
Say. This is the one that trips people up because it's so common, but the focus is completely different.
Right. You said earlier that say is about the words.
Exactly. Think of say as a delivery truck. The truck doesn't care who it's talking to. It only cares about the package inside. The package is the message.
Okay, so the package is the message. So if I tell you, Emma said she likes coffee, the package is the fact that you like coffee.
Spot on. I'm not focusing on the conversation we had. I'm just reporting the specific information.
Oh, I see. So that's why we say, what did he say? Because we want to know the actual words.
Precisely. What did he talk or what did he speak doesn't work here because you're looking for a specific sentence.
Wow, that really clears it up. So say is like a copy and paste for English. You're taking words from one place and putting them in another.
I love that. Copy and paste. That's a perfect way to remember it. And here is a huge tip for everyone watching. Say is almost never followed by a person immediately.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you can't really say, he said me the truth.
Oh, you're right. That sounds really weird. You'd have to say, he told me the truth, or he said the truth to me.
Exactly. Say focuses so much on the message that the person receiving it is almost an afterthought.
Okay. So if I'm focusing on the words, say. If I'm focusing on the interaction, talk. If I'm focusing on the ceremony or language, speak.
You've got it. You're flying through this.
I feel much better already. But Emma, I bet there are some moments where these words overlap and get a little confusing, right?
Oh, absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to look at next, those tricky spots where you have to choose. Oh, absolutely. And that's exactly what we're going to look at next, those tricky spots where you have to choose. But before we do, let's take a quick breath. How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, let us know in the comments if that microphone versus coffee shop idea helps you. I honestly wish someone had told me that years ago.
Right? It saves so much brain power. Okay, let's move into the comparison zone. This is where we see the same situation through different lenses.
I'm ready. Give me a scenario.
Okay, imagine you are at a wedding. You see a man standing at the front of the room. He's been talking for about 10 minutes.
Okay, I see him. Glass of champagne in one hand, microphone in the other.
Exactly. Now, if I say he spoke for 10 minutes, what do you think?
Well, based on what we just learned, I imagine a formal toast. It was probably a bit serious, maybe a little emotional, and everyone else was quiet, just listening to a speech.
Perfect. Now, what if I change just one word? He talked for 10 minutes.
Ah, that feels totally different. Now I imagine him in the corner of the room, maybe with a friend, having a long back and forth chat about how great the food is or how they know the groom.
Exactly. See? The time is the same, 10 minutes, but the word you choose tells the listener how it happened.
That's so cool. One word changes the whole movie in my head. What about say?
For say, we'd focus on a specific moment. He said the bride looked beautiful.
Right, we don't care about the 10 minutes anymore. We just care about that one specific package of words he delivered.
You've got it. It's like a camera zoom. Speak is the wide shot of the whole event. Talk is the zoom in on two people interacting. Say is the extreme close-up on the words coming out of a mouth.
Wow, that's a great way to put it. The camera zoom. I'm going to remember that.
Now, let's talk about a mistake I hear all the time. And it's actually a very logical mistake, but it sounds a bit broken to native ears.
Oh, let me guess. Is it speak me?
Close. It's say me.
Oh, say me the story or say me what happened.
Exactly. In many other languages, that structure is perfectly fine, but in English, say is very picky. It doesn't like to be followed by a person.
It's like say is a bit shy. It wants to hide behind the message.
Exactly. It wants the message first. So instead of say me, we have two choices. We can say that to me, or we can switch to a completely different word, tell.
Ah, tell. We haven't even brought him into the party yet.
We'll save a deep dive on tell for another day, but just remember, tell loves people, say loves messages.
Got it. Tell me a story, but say hello.
Perfect. Now, Jack, let's look at some must-know expressions. These are phrases where the word is already chosen for you. You don't even have to think about the feeling.
Oh, I love these. They're like shortcuts.
First one, speak up.
I hear this one in my online meetings all the time. Sorry, can you speak up? Your microphone is quiet.
Exactly. It means talk louder. We use speak here because it's about the physical act of using your voice clearly.
What about talk back? My parents used to say that to me when I was a kid. Don't talk back to me.
Mine too. Talk back is when a child answers an adult in a rude way. We use talk because it's an interaction. A bad one, but still an interaction.
That makes sense. It's a back and forth. And what about say sorry?
Say sorry, say cheese for a photo, say hello. These are all about the specific words. You aren't having a long conversation, you're just delivering a specific phrase.
Say cheese. I never realized I was using the message rule there, but it fits perfectly. I'm just saying that one word.
Exactly. It all connects. Now, let's talk about a very common situation, the phone.
Ah, this is a big one. When the phone rings, I always hesitate for a second.
We've all been there. If you're answering a business call, you might say, "Who am I speaking with?"
It sounds very professional, very suit and tie.
Right. But if your friend calls and it's a bad connection, you might say, "I can't talk right now. Let me call you back."
Because I'm focusing on the friendly chat we want to have, but can't.
You're getting really good at this, Jack. You're getting really good at this, Jack. It's like you're finally seeing the hidden English logic behind the words.
It feels like a light bulb finally clicked. But wait, Emma, I have one more tricky area. What happens when we look at the past? My brain always wants to just say, said.
Oh, the classic said. Don't worry, everyone does that. But you're right, the past tense is where things get real. Let's do a quick past tense power-up.
Okay, I'm ready. What are the forms?
So speak becomes spoke, talk becomes talked, with that t sound at the end. And say becomes said, pronounced like said, like a red bed.
Said, like read. Got it. So if I saw a movie last night, I'd tell my friend the main character says something really cool at the end.
Exactly, because you are reporting the message. But if you met the director of the movie, you would say, I spoke with the director.
Ooh, fancy, because it was a formal, important conversation.
You're on fire. And if you just spent the night catching up with your brother?
We talked until 2 a.m.
Perfect. You see, the rules don't change just because the time changes. The feeling stays exactly the same.
That's such a relief. I feel like I can actually use these now without pausing for 10 seconds to think.
That's the goal. English shouldn't feel like a math equation. It should feel like a tool you use to express yourself.
So, Emma, what's the final boss of these three? Is there one mistake that even advanced learners make?
I'd say it's using speak when they should use talk to sound friendly. Sometimes people sound too formal because they're afraid of being wrong.
Like if I said to a girl on a first date, I would like to speak with you about your hobbies.
Ooh, Jack, she might think she's in trouble. It sounds like a job interview.
Right. I should say, I'd love to talk about your hobbies. It's much more inviting.
Exactly. Use talk to build bridges. Use speak to show authority or skill. Use say to share the news.
I love it. Okay, I think our viewers are ready for a little challenge. What do you think, Emma?
I think so too. Everyone, listen closely. We want you to try this out right now in the comments. Don't be shy.
Yeah, write 3 quick sentences, one with speak, one with talk, and one with say.
It could be something like, I speak 2 languages. I talked to my mom today, and my teacher said English is fun.
Ooh, I like those. And remember, we aren't here to judge your grammar. We just want to see you practicing the feeling of the words.
Exactly. Every time you type it out, you're building that muscle memory. It makes the next time you speak or talk much easier.
I see what you did there.
We've covered a lot today, Jack, from microphones and coffee shops to the copy-paste rule for saying things.
It's been a blast. I honestly feel 100% more confident. I hope you guys at home feel the same way.
Me too. Remember, progress is better than perfection. If you use speak instead of talk once in a while, the world won't end. People will still understand you.
Exactly. The most important thing is that you keep trying.
Well said, Jack. See? Well said because I'm commenting on your words.
You're never going to stop, are you?
Never. All right, everyone. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into speak, talk, and say, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next lesson. We've got so many more natural English tips coming your way.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.